Hey, you rock star Rachel. Tell me about your favorite ritual.
Well, you know me, it's really hard to pin down one of my favourites, but I'm going to share. I love all rituals, but this one is a real beauty.
Hi everyone, I'm Anya,
And I'm Kimberly.
and this is Flawed, authentic stories from the nest floor.
Now, some of you might have heard this and seen on Facebook. I often post lots of little blogs around winter Bokaflod, which literally means winter flood of books. Now, I'm going to share how this started. Now, obviously, at the nest, we love our rituals, and we have daily rituals, and we have, celebratory rituals. In winter, we always have our Matariki ritual, which is a real ripper, which I will also do a little podcast about. But we just felt that there was something in that sort of winter solstice time that we could really just add a little bit more ritual. So I used to be quite a Pinterest girl, and I remember at Christmas time looking for real creative ways to inject some more ritual, and I saw something that they do in Iceland, and it's Bokaflod. So the night before Christmas in Iceland, everybody gifts each other books, and then everyone goes to bed with their new books and chocolate, and they read their books and they eat chocolate, and they might do that the whole of Christmas Eve, but it often spills into Christmas Day. So it's just that lovely midwinter reading, hygge, gezellig, that real kind of nurturing comfort. And we were like, oh my goodness, well, in summer it would be hideous in our Christmas, but midwinter would be perfect. Now at the nest, we love to do things that are real, authentic, and reflect who we are. Now, we all love hygge, we all love chocolate, we all love ritual, and we love books. So we sat down and created this beautiful, magical ritual. So this is what happens. A few weeks before, we start to get a bit of a build-up, and we say to the children, hey, guess what? In 10 more sleeps, we have Bokaflod. Now, the children that have experienced Bokaflod instantly have anniversaries of the heart. They say, hot chocolates, flying carpets, blankets, hot water bottles, stories from the story sack. And we're like, yes, the children that have never experienced it already start to download the magic of Bokaflod. So as the build-up happens, we're all prepared, because of course we've got this box, and in our box are these gorgeous treasures. So the day before Bokaflod begins, so the Friday before the Monday, because we run Bokaflod for at least 2 weeks. We have buntings all made from beautiful, upcycled, recycled, like golden books, really fairy tales, nursery rhymes, and we string it all over the nest. The tiny library that we've got as you come in the car park is cleaned, refreshed, restocked, and ready. As the children arrive, there's already at the gate, happy Bokaflod, welcome to Bokaflod. They come through the gates, and the buntings are flapping. The beautiful, all the vintage blankets are ready, rolled up in little baskets. The story sack made from an upcycled, recycled, beautiful woolen blanket is tied with a satin ribbon with the fairy tales and the new books for the season all in there. So what happens is at story time, 10 minutes before, the lights go out. The story lamp gets put on. The magic carpet, a Turkish carpet, gets rolled out. And just to the side, the tea trolleys get rolled in. Now we have pottery, vintage, like real different kind of mugs, and we only use these for our hot chocolates at Bokaflod. So the tea trolleys are lined up with 30 beautiful, gorgeous pottery mugs. The smell of the hot chocolate is already permeating through the nest. So firstly, we all gather and the children choose whichever cup they want. They get their hot chocolate and they sit and we sip and savour our hot chocolates. After our hot chocolate, they fly to the magic carpet. When everyone's on the magic carpet, now I have to tell you, they believe this so much that they hang on to the edge of the magic carpet. And then the teacher who's facilitating the actual magic carpet and the Bokaflod ritual, firstly, we will light our Bokaflod candle. We then get our special spray that is to ignite and evoke imagination, and we spray it to the north, to the south, to the east, and to the west. We count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hang on! And they grip the edge of the carpet and up we go. We take them on an imaginary, magical, magic carpet ride. And then we come back down. Then one child will choose from the sack, without looking, they'll pull out a book that we unwrap and we read together on the magic carpet. At the end of story time, the lamp goes out, the candle is blown out, the magic carpet is rolled up, and that's the end of the daily Bokaflod ritual. So children go home full of the magic of the story. They go full with the imagination of the ride. There was a couple of children this year that were so fearful about the magic carpet ride. They said, it's too fast, it's too high. They sat on the couch in the lounge and just observed the experience. By the end of the week, they were playing on the magic carpet. Now, when it's freezing, they all get their own little vintage like blanket that they wrap up in and put slippers on. Sadly, this year, we actually had 19-degree days and it was just really warm, but the last 2 years has been freezing. So the wonderful thing is our families have taken and adopted this ritual for at home. And they'll often have their Saturday PJ Bokaflod day. And then we all share our photos and we've got a beautiful little Bokaflod memoir. And honestly, it is one of the most authentic, magical, incredible rituals of our year.
The Flawed podcast music is by Camille van Schoonhoven. You can find us on hartschool.nz and kimberlycrisp.com.